Hi, welcome to the Padres postgame show for April 17th, where the Padres complete the sweep of the Dodgers by a score of 7-2. 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Padres, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. And we thought this was going to be a pitching duel, at least a tough game for the Padres, with Clayton Kershaw going to the mound for the Dodgers. And indeed, the Dodgers did take a 1-0 lead, but Tyson Ross did a real nice job of basically going inning for inning with Clayton Kershaw and keeping the Padres close until the 4th inning, where they were finally able to bust through for 3 runs. They would add another run on in the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and all said and done, Padres swung the bats really well tonight. 3 home runs in the night. Chris Denorfia, Alexi Amarista, Everett Cabrera, and Kyle Blanks all going deep. Only the second time in Clayton Kershaw's history that he allowed 3 home runs in a ball game. So the Padres certainly figured him out and were able to tack on some more runs against the bullpen as well. A couple of scary moments in this ball game. First of all, Tyson Ross on a swing got a base hit in the 3rd inning and separated his shoulder. It was not his throwing shoulder, the left shoulder. It sounded like it popped out of the socket momentarily. By the time he got to first base, the shoulder was able to pop back in. He was able to resume and pitch the rest of this ball game. Now, I don't know at this point how he's feeling, but it looked as though he had full range of motion in the dugout as Hutch and Paulie Navarro were working on him. So hopeful that that's going to not be an issue going forward, because as soon as that happens, of course, Padre fans remember Dustin Mosley and the issues that he had with the separated shoulder. Again, not the pitching shoulder, but even if it's the other shoulder, it can cause problems in terms of how you're able to perform. So hopefully everything's okay. I'm sure we'll find out more tomorrow, or at least the following day when the team resumes. Big game for the Padres, of course, completing the sweep, taking down Clayton Kershaw, and some other exciting news for the Padres, of course, going into this game. Chase Headley back in the lineup. He looked fine tonight. Had some at-bats from both the right side and the left side. It was fun to watch him hit left-handed tonight. A couple of fastballs they looked a little bit late on, but by the 3rd one you could tell he was catching up. And he mentioned before the game tonight, you know, it's just not the same facing A-ball pitching as it is big league pitching. Not just the stuff. Obviously, it's different. You're not going to see the same quality of breaking balls at the A-ball level, but also just the way the pitchers work the batters and how they try to set guys up. So, you know, it might take him a few days to get back into his stride, but it's good to see him out there. Had a couple of plays, handled those no problem. So all looks good for the Padres in terms of completing the sweep. Chase Headley back in the lineup. Boys are swinging the bats. Bullpen did a nice job. We got a chance to see almost the entire bullpen tonight with Houston Street closing it out. Had a little bit of problems. He allowed 1 run, but he worked out of it. And the best part, the boys have a day off tomorrow. They get a chance to recoup and come back strong against the Giants for Friday. One other note, Cameron Maben went to the disabled list today. That was to make room for Chase Headley. At this point, they don't know the status of Cameron's wrist. It's been bugging him. It's the same wrist that's bothered him over the last couple of seasons. They don't think anything's structurally damaged in there, although they're doing a full workup. They're doing the x-rays, they're doing the MRIs, they're trying to find out what's going on. There is a suspicion that it might be a bone bruise. They are planning on doing some sort of an injection, and he also may be in a splint for a little while. But he even mentioned that this may be something that goes longer than 15 days, so we'll just have to wait and see how that all works out. Of course, we'll keep you updated as we find out more information. Who do we have going on the pitching on Friday? It's going to be Edinson Volquez going for the Padres up against Madison Bumgarner. Edinson Volquez, of course, having his struggles in his first few outings of the season. He'll be looking to see if he can get himself back on track. We've seen some great starts now from the Padres. Clayton Richard, Jason Marquis, Eric Stoltz, and Tyson Ross all doing a nice job. Now it's up to Edinson Volquez to hold up his end of the bargain and give the Padres a quality start on Friday against the world champions. Game time will be 7:05. Ted Leiter and myself will bring you the call on the mighty 1090. Hope you'll join us. I'm Bob Scanlan. Thanks for joining me for this Padres recap. We'll talk to you on Friday. Good night, everybody.